Hi, this is Sandeep, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the backend of the Wiki Git repository that allows you to do advanced Git operations on the Wiki repo itself. So here I have the Wiki pages showing up on my VSTS account. I click on More and click on Clone Wiki. The URL that you see here is actually the URL of the underlying Git repository for Wiki. I'll copy this URL and paste it on another window. Here you can see that I have the Wiki Git repository opened up in the Code Hub. So for me to proceed, I really want to take a quick second to discuss the underlying architecture of how the pages are organized in the Git repo. You see Epic's homepage and team contacts being the top level pages, and that's what you see here. You have homepage, epics, and team contacts at the parent level. Now, what determines that what page is going to be the first and the one that is second and third and so on? And that information is contained in this order file. So you see that since homepage appears before epics, before team contacts, the order is defined accordingly. Now, since epics has some child pages, as you can see here, we have social, version control, and work. If I expand epics here, you would find the three pages: social, version control, and work. And again, it is the order file inside this folder which basically controls how these pages would show up. And similarly, if I go under social, I should be expecting dev profiles, pull request, and wiki, which should appear in this order: wiki, pull request, dev profiles. So if I open this, you'll see wiki, pull request, and dev profiles. Now let's say I really want to make some changes to these pages on the Code Hub. So I'd open team contacts and let's edit this page. I'm going to just add some text, editing this page from Code Hub. Let's commit this. I'm going to accept the existing message. Now I've made this change directly in the master branch, which is renamed as Wiki Master. And if I go to team contacts now, you'll see that the changes start reflecting right here. Now let's say I want to make some changes in another branch. So let's go back to team contacts. Let's go to content, edit, and I'm going to make this change in another branch. So let's call the branch Sancha. And I'm going to make some more changes. Making changes to Sancha branch and merging to master. Now I'm making changes to another branch and I will use the pull request flow to actually merge these changes. So I'm merging my changes from Sancha to Wiki Master. I create the pull request and I'm just going to approve and complete it myself, and I'm deleting the branch once the changes are made. So all the changes that I made to the Sancha branch do not show up unless and until I merge these changes onto the master branch. So let's go back to Files Hub and see if our changes reflect. So let's go to Team Contacts. I'm still in Sancha. I'm going to move to Wiki Master. You see that making changes to Sancha branch and merging to master shows up. And now let's simply just reflect it on the Wiki page. And there you can see the changes right here. Now you can perform all sorts of advanced operations here. You can probably put branch policies on the Wiki Master by going to branch policies and protecting this branch. So you can basically perform all sorts of Git operations on the Wiki Git repository by accessing it from your Code Hub. I'm also going to show you quickly how you can basically update these pages remote. So I'm going to clone this repo onto my desktop. So my use case is I'm going to clone this, make some changes to a file offline, and then push those changes back to my Git repo. So now I have cloned my Git repository. As you can see here, I can see the entire structure of the Git repository here. Now let's say I have to add a new page. So let's just add a dummy.md page right here. Now I could of course push this dummy.md, but it would result in an error because I have not updated the order file. So let me just add an order for the dummy file to show up on my repo. So I'm just going to call dummy at the end. And I'm going to save this. And now I'm going to push these changes onto my remote repo and see how it shows up. Let's do a git add, do a git commit give a message saying added dummy. So let's do a git push. Now, something very important that I want to reiterate here is when I'm doing this git push, it was very important for me to update the order file. So now let's come here and just refresh this page. And there you go. You see the new dummy file that got created here. Had I not updated the order file, I would have actually received an error here saying that the order file is not updated, in which case you can simply go to the code hub and add this file to the order file. Actually, let me show it to you as to what would happen if you don't update the order file. So I'm gonna create a new file and I'm just gonna call it new dummy, and this time I'm not gonna update the order file just to see what happens. Let's do a git add, git commit, adding new dummy file, and then I'm gonna git push to origin. So in this case what I'll have to do is update the order file manually. So let's just refresh this, and I'm gonna take this on the full screen. So you see that there's an exclamation mark right here, and if I click on it, I actually tell you that hey, this is the order file is having issues, and you can actually click here to learn more and understand how to fix this issue. But I can quickly show you how to fix this real quick. So what's happened now is the new dummy file that has got created does not have an order file to it, and in addition I've actually created new dummy with a space which will have all sorts of issue in Wiki. So there are two things that I'm going to do here. I'm going to rename this file to new-dummy, and I'm going to go to the order file and add new-dummy at the end. Commit this. Alright, let's go back here, refresh, and now you see that the error is gone and I'm able to access my new dummy file just fine. So to summarize what we learned today, we learned that Wiki is essentially a Git repository at the backend that allows us to do all sorts of advanced Git operations. We can clone it, do offline updates, set branch policies, and even collaborate with our team members using pull requests. Thank you so much for listening on. Stay tuned for many more videos subsequently.